What am I going to do today? It's one of the first questions we ask ourselves, and often the hardest to answer. We know what we'd like to do: meet up with friends for a coffee, watch the game with the guys, or play basketball with the old gang from high school. But oftentimes, we'd be lucky to do one of those things in a day because we don't know who's available and don't have time to call or email to see who can make it. Setting up a 4-on-4 basketball game means you'd have to reach out to at least 7 people, and chances are, many of the first 7 people you call won't respond or be able to make it. We've all been there. Eventually, you'll get exhausted from all the work you've had to do and just forget about it. You know what? I'm tired just thinking about it. Next time, Kehlo them instead. Kehlo lets you set up an event, invite the people you want to attend, and then specify a group of people to automatically invite in case someone can't come or doesn't respond to your invite. Let's say Kevin wants to play doubles tennis this evening at 6:30, but he's at work all day and doesn't have the time to ask around and see who's available. Kevin uses Kehlo instead. He creates an event, specifies a location, and the amount of people he needs. Then, Kevin sets up Kehlo to invite the 3 people he plays doubles with the most: Matt, Joe, and Sally. Kevin also specifies a list of people to invite: Chuck, Bryce, Melanie, and Alex, in case his 3 regulars can't make it. Kevin sets up an RSVP time so Matt, Joe, and Sally understand that they need to let Kevin know by a certain time if they can make it or not. He also sets up a different RSVP time for Chuck, Bryce, Melanie, and Alex in case any of them get invited. This helps Kevin in his coordination. Next, Matt, Joe, and Sally will be sent the invitation at the same time. Invitations are sent to Matt, Joe, and Sally's cell phone as text messages. The text has all the details, such as what's happening, where it's happening, and the RSVP time. Matt, Joe, and Sally simply reply to the invite with a number 1 if they can come, or a 0 if they can't. Matt responds to the message and says he can come. Cool! So now Kevin only needs 2 more people to play doubles with this evening. Joe's out of town, but still gets the text right away, so he replies with a 0 because he can't make it. Since Joe said no, Kehlo immediately sends Kevin's SMS invitation for tennis tonight at 6:30 to Chuck. Chuck responds with a 1, so he can come. Cool! So 3 spots are filled and only 1 left. Sally doesn't respond to the message at all, and the RSVP time passes. No worries. Kehlo automatically sends Kevin's SMS invitation to Bryce. Why Bryce, you ask? That's because Chuck already got an invitation. Bryce responds with a 1, so he can come. Awesome! Kehlo sends an SMS to Kevin telling him that his doubles game is set up tonight. How does Kehlo know? That's because the minimum number of participants, 3, is reached. Thus, Kehlo won't send another invitation to Melanie or Alex regarding this event. Without Kehlo, Kevin would have had to call 5 people to set up this doubles game, and during a busy day at work, which we all know is basically, every day, this becomes difficult to do. Instead, by using Kehlo, Kevin was able to set up a tennis game with a group of his friends, and he didn't have to make 1 phone call, no one left him hanging, and his friends didn't feel bad for saying no to him. Kehlo did all the work. Kehlo works great with anything from a coffee date with 1 friend to arranging a community meeting with 15 volunteers. It can all be done very quickly. Your friends, your events. Quick, easy, automatic. Kehlo.com